What's up, Shakers? Matt Holmes here. I'm going to be practicing for a spark I'm giving to Ignite Denver. Ignite Denver is an event where people can give 5-minute little sparks on niche topics, and it's an audience of entrepreneurial-minded people. About 3 to 4 people show up. I'm a little nervous, so I'm going to record it and send it out and then present in a few hours. So let's get started, right? Oh yeah, and the slides are a little weird because I can't figure out Google Slides, but it should work and you'll get it. Here we go. What's up, Ignite Denver? My name is Matt Holmes, and I'm going to talk to you guys about an entrepreneur's nightmare of student loans and maxed out credit cards. And thanks for being here. Like, who's fired up? Yeah, we're in Denver. Anyway, to get started, let's tell you guys about my story. I was lucky. I got out of undergrad without any loans, but I decided to pursue an MBA because I liked entrepreneurship. So, went to MBA, graduated with $100,000 of student loans. And the message I want to tell you guys is that money might not be holding you from launching your startup. Meanwhile, this presentation, tweet me if you want. I'll answer questions afterwards. So that's me, right there, kind of funny. Good capture. So entrepreneurship, I launched a business while in MBA school, thinking that was a good idea. You know, I wasn't working full time, and it would be a good time. I had some free time, so I launched it, and it was a real estate company. We took out-of-state investment and invested in single-family homes here in Denver, which appreciated quite a bit, and we were able to pay some investors, but it wasn't a big deal. It never grew too fast. We never had a full-time employee, and I was only able to pay myself $300 a month for 24 months. So that means I wasn't making money after graduating. I was racking up a lot of credit card debt trying to maintain my lifestyle. I had to eat and, try to have personal activities here and there. So what I found what was happening was my net assets were growing, even though the monthly cash flow was not. So I became very reliant on credit cards and, started maxing out quite a bit, just trying to live, investing a little bit in the company, not being able to pay myself much. And I started worrying about all this credit card debt and started thinking, what's the worst that can happen? Seriously, what's the worst? It's probably not getting me in the hospital, cemetery, or jail. Those are 3 important things. I mean, I might get a bad credit score, I might get phone calls, it's probably embarrassing if my card gets declined because it's maxed out. I'm paying a lot of interest over time, but, none of that's too awful. You can kind of see here, my student loans were actually increasing because it's a large amount of money that's being charged interest, and you can see the credit card debt, also growing every year. So before we move on, do you guys want the grand total? And by the way, if you want to learn how to, get credit limits as high as I did, check out creditkarma.com. They have great advice, and our young folks can get high limits. Anyway, $85,000 of credit card debt at my peak, on top of that crap ton of student loans. Finally, I sold a condo for $150,000. We didn't have a mortgage on it. I was able to pay off the investors, pay myself off, and finally, I actually had some money. Not enough, but enough to worry less about the debt. What did I want to do next? Real estate was fun, but I wanted to find my purpose. I wanted to inspire other entrepreneurs. I wanted to write a book. I had all these goals that I couldn't reach. So fast forward a few months, I finally had my book published. It's right here, Handshaking Your Way to Entrepreneurial Success. And I launched a new company that has a lot more purpose and vision behind it. It's called the Handshaking video series. And we interviewed today's top entrepreneurs on how shaking hands and networking, personal relationships play in success. We've interviewed venture capitalists, a member of Congress, a billionaire, and we just last week closed our first sponsor. We finally made $1 off this company I've been working on for about 12 months. So the final thoughts I want you guys to leave with: MBA helped me learn how to finance, balance debt, and you don't have to risk the big things in life to have a shot at entrepreneurship. And in my case, credit was a case that allowed me a true shot at entrepreneurship. Would I max out this much in credit cards again? Absolutely. Entrepreneurship is a high calling for those of you out there who want to do that, and it's not a joke. You have to take big steps, but the great news is you don't have to risk the big things in life. So money is not holding you back from launching, and maybe for some of you it's not money. Maybe it's something else. And the one message I want you guys to leave with is stop stopping yourself. Do something big today. Put your hands in the air if nothing's going to stop you from pursuing your dreams. So the audience does that, and hopefully it's cool. Right, we'll see if it works. Yeah, still holding our hands in the air. My name's Matt Holmes. I want you to launch your company. I want you to be successful. Matt Holmes MBA. And tweet me your idea. If you have a name for your company, tweet it to me. I'll tell you if I like it or not. And here's my Twitter. Thanks for listening. So I think that's